I've been outside his house for 3 hours. I've been watching from behind a shed in his backyard for 2. My legs keep cramping, so I have to switch positions every few minutes. My butt is wet and dirty because I slipped once. I quickly discovered that the soggy turf could soak my pants faster than my ex could soak a credit card. My target, Thomas Felton, a.k.a. Tommy on the Lam, is holed up in there. He's hiding from the police, neighbors, and though he doesn't know it, me. Tommy skipped bail a week ago, and the bondsman who secured his release is on the hook for a chunk of change. The bondsman throws me a couple of bones every so often, and even though I'm not a big fan of this kind of work, it does pay some bills. He's always emphasized the paycheck I'll get, not the risk I'll face. "Hey Jake, I got an easy one for you. Simple as pie. No risk, no fuss, just pick the dude up and you get a paycheck." I say yes. He sends the file, and lo and behold, the easy-as-pie target is a felon with a rap sheet as long as a new roll of toilet paper. Oh well, just another day at the office. The bondsman provided me with a set of pictures, primarily mugshots and details of Tommy's habits, aliases, haunts, friends, and family. He's a big man at 6 feet 3 inches, 250, with a full head of hair, busted nose, acne scars, and lots of muscle. His crimes and reputation peg him as very dangerous, with a short fuse. Plus, being on the run for a few days has a way of amping up the anxiety and fear levels. I know Tommy is going to defend his freedom with the zeal of a door-to-door salesman trying to make a quota at the end of the quarter. And not a pie salesman, but a mean, ugly, and probably smelly salesman. The house is a single-story ranch far out on the east side of town in an area of redevelopment. It seems old and lonely, like a forgotten man who has watched all of his buddies die off and is waiting for his turn. I followed Tommy here from a bar that he is known to frequent. Why he would be at a bar that he is known to frequent is beyond me. Yeah, I know, big and dumb. After I tailed him here, I parked on the street and waited in my car, a 14-year-old Jeep. We've traveled 125,000 miles together, and not always on nice flat highways. Its beat-up exterior makes it nearly invisible to most people. Its rebuilt motor eliminates any concerns about it stalling out, and if Tommy makes a run for it, I won't be worried about damaging the car. If I feel like running over Tommy instead of running after him, that option is on the table. After about an hour of sitting in my Jeep and watching Tommy's dark house, the neighboring houses, and the traffic flow, I felt I had the rhythm of the area down cold. When it was time, I exited my vehicle and nonchalantly crossed the street to a thicket of rhododendrons located in front of and to the left of Tommy's abode. Clearly not having seen a pair of pruning shears in years, the plants stand 6 feet high and about the same width and provide lots of cover. From there, I moved into Tommy's yard, shielded from the streetlights. As I circled around to the back of the house, I discovered the shed. 3 of the 4 windows along the back of the house had been dark ever since I sat my ass in the soggy grass. The last window darkened about an hour ago. I decided that I'm going to enter the house through the front door. It seems to be the farthest entry point from the back room, where I surmise Tommy lies dreaming of sugar plums, or maybe fairies. It's time. I advance as quietly as possible. I work my way back around the front edge of the house. My shoes don't sink into the mud, but my socks are soaked, and I know I'll have to peel them from my feet later. Before I step out into the pool of light cast by the street lamp, I check the area one last time for insomniacs and late partiers. When I'm pretty sure no one is watching, I move quickly to the front porch. I carefully open the screen door and lean it gently against my back. The lock on the door is easy to pick. When I feel the tumblers click into place, I draw my weapon in my right hand and open the door enough to search for threats inside the house. Not seeing a mirror image of my gun pointed back at me, I decide it is safe enough to step inside. I enter the house and carefully, softly, slowly close both doors. I squat just inside the front door. I keep low and still for a few moments to gain control of my breathing. I listen for indications of Tommy moving around and let my eyes adjust to the dark interior. The only light in the room is from the street and is filtered through partially closed blinds along the front room window. I keep my .38 pointed forward, still in my right hand and braced by my left, safety off, as I examine the room.